Hi everyone, it's Coley again. So crazy couple of weeks, huh? It's been a while since I've done a video. Unfortunately, the last video you did see me at an all-time low. I was extremely depressed, not really sure where I was supposed to be going, but one really cool thing is I feel better. So I'm starting to kind of get a general idea of how I'm going to do these videos, and it's really exciting for me because I feel a lot better about it. I feel like I'm going to be able to give you proper advice and kind of help you along on your spiritual journey. I'm only here to guide you. I'm not here to tell you what your future is like. I'm not here to tell you who or what you are. I'm just kind of here to help guide you at the moment. And through my own personal journey and realizations, I really think that that's going to be beneficial to anybody who stumbles across these. Today we're going to start out a little differently. Obviously, you can see I changed the scenery. More and more is going to change the more I develop who I am and my messages, and you'll start seeing better creations. Obviously, I'm still on my phone, so which gives us not the best angle, but we're going to work with it. So I've got my Palo Santo. We're going to start with doing a quick cleanse. If it'll light, you know how stubborn this is. I do choose Palo Santo simply because, for one, I think it smells better. Cleansing the mind, cleansing the throat, just giving myself an overall cleansing. So, the Palo Santo. So why I choose the Palo Santo, again, for one, the scent. It does not burn as long as I'm saying that, but for some reason it's been burning a lot longer for me lately. Apparently there's some things that need to just go away. But there it goes. Sage usually burns much longer. What I like about the Palo Santo is it's not overwhelming, especially to your senses. It doesn't burn my nostrils like sage usually does. So my smudge of choice is the Palo Santo. And it lasts a long time. I think I've had literally this stick for a couple of months now. And I do smudge. I smudge quite a bit. So if that tells you anything, I highly recommend looking into it. They even have these really cool smudge sprays in the Palo Santo. Smells the best. I think what I'm going to go for next is like a Palo Santo and rose. I don't know. I haven't made it there yet. So one of the things that I'm also starting for myself, it's warm right now, is actually setting myself up a little area. Unfortunately, you can't see it right now. What I do have is my spirit animal deck. Mostly just guidance for me and topics to go over. I have my bowl of crystals. Of course, I've got some petrified wood in here. I do have my Oklahoma rose rock, my tiger's eye, and a couple other things. My mother's wrapped garnet, and just different crystals that I do have in here. Of course, I always have my handy dandy amethyst, which this one was actually given to me by a really nice lady who sells crystals, because she sold me my spheres and stuff like that. But I'm noticing that my little bowl of stuff, because I even have some shell in here, my lapis cap. I'm just better with it around. It's a comfort thing. I do have my candles, my enchanted. Oh, those are so hard to see. But this is my clarity. Clarity is necessary, especially when I'm doing these videos. And I have my Revitalize. I love these little candles. They're, I think they were given to me as a housewarming gift, back before I knew that this was going to be my path, I guess you could say. And I think she got these from Five Below. By the way, love that store. What's really ironic is that kind of takes me back to one of my previous videos talking about how 2020 is like the year of people waking up. So what I'm starting to notice is I can find things that I need for my spiritual growth. You know, I can find crystals, I can candles. So I was literally at Dollar Tree and I found chakra candles. What? Usually when they have things there, they are very, you know, you find crosses and stuff, which I love. Apparently the dogs have something to say. Apologize because I don't know how to edit yet. I'll get there. So you're going to have to get all the rules. Hey! So I found Buddhas, Buddha heads. You can find incense there. They don't smell the best. But it's okay. If you are somebody who's on a really tight budget and you want to dive in, you want to start setting up an altar or anything like that, you can find this stuff literally at, yes, Family Dollar. You can find stuff there. You can find things at Dollar Tree. My biggest win has been at thrift stores, finding raw stones and stuff like that for really, hey, you're not going out, for really inexpensive prices. Walmart has started to sell smudge, which is really cool. Now there's like bamboo in their smudge and stuff like that, so I recommend taking those out, just because you'll come to find out that it's not a pleasantry. Having bamboo alive around you is probably the best thing. But it is really cool because it has like carnations. I actually haven't smelt burning carnations, so I can't give you any advice on that one. But they have incense. They've got a really pretty incense holder. Like, I'm totally gonna represent Walmart for a second here, but my best friend got it for me, as you can see. And I just ashed everywhere. But it's really, really nice. It's a feather or a leaf, whichever you want to call it. I do have, of course, a good incense in there because unfortunately kind of like the bigger retail areas, the incense doesn't smell well, but the incense holder's really cute. Also, I have my handy dandy notebook. This is my bread and butter. One of the biggest things that I can tell you is journal. Journal often. If you are having those internal dialogue times, and what I'm starting to realize now is my internal dialogue is my ego getting the better of me. And holy cow, can I come up with some good stuff in there, like mostly betrayals, which are really awful. People in my life aren't here to betray me. In fact, as I'm slowly coming out, I'm finding out that more and more people are doing the exact same thing. And they're supporting me. They are supporting me. And that's awesome because we need to support each other. You know, what used to be such a small community, especially when my mom started practicing, it was very taboo. It was very, oh, you're the devil. People aren't like that anymore. And that's just been short years, and really, really has been short years, where really if you were living your true soul's life, most people kind of had to hide it from their family and friends. Of course, you do have the warriors who are just like, no, you can't put me in a closet, you can't put me in a corner, this is my fundamental beliefs, and so on and so forth. And more and people obviously are becoming more talk about the raw. My lizard's mister just went off, so I'll try to explain every little weird noise that happens. Like if you see behind me, I've got a leopard gecko right there. I've actually got a couple cages of leopard geckos. So yeah, let's jump right into this. So one of the overall satisfying things has been my writing. I can put everything here on paper that is running through my mind, what I'm being pulled or called to say, letting go of things that I no longer need, and just kind of overall getting the sense of how to go about this. So I wasn't going to full on continue to do the YouTube because for one, I don't know how to do it. I'm slowly learning, but I keep getting pushed and told to do it by certain friends of mine. So I'm going to. It makes me, hey, shh, not necessary. It makes me super uncomfortable because even though I am a Leo, I'm very much a Leo. The spotlight makes me really uncomfortable. I want to always have the feeling of humility and staying humble and all that stuff. But apparently I'm supposed to. So I'm going to. She's been very good at guiding me as I've been at guiding her. She is one of the best readers for me. She's a newly developed tarot reader and she is incredible. I hope to have her on one of my videos one day. So a small little shout out to her. You know who you are. I don't want to use your name yet because you haven't told me if I can. So where I do want to start is referring to your gifts. What I'm starting to realize is I know I have gifts. I know I can see, speak, and hear the other side, spirit. But I had no idea how to interpret what I was seeing and hearing. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure out how exactly they are channeling through me. And so it's making it really confusing. The problem is that I kept getting the overwhelming sense that I was fake, that I was just making this up in my head. But I was right. I was right about weird things, about things that I don't know these people. I don't know these things that are coming through. I was specifically doing a reading for a really wonderful person in my life, and somebody kept coming through, and I was just like, who are you? And I'm seeing blue bib overalls, and like he's got this very neat nose. Like I can't see people as I see you or me or anybody else around us. What usually happens, and what I'm learning through differentiating my imagination, my ego, between what's actually real. Like I'll see a spark, like this brilliant little, like quick, and it's so quick. Nobody else sees it except for me. Or I'll see like these really weird shadows, like, and they're only about that big, and I'm thinking, well, if a spirit's coming through, it's going to be this humanoid figure, and that's not what it is. I see these sparks, and then I start getting these ideas. Now again, please keep in mind, I'm sitting here going, I've got a really good imagination, but when I say them out loud, keeping in mind full doubt, I have nothing but doubt in myself, and that's one of the things that I'm working on, and hopefully through these videos it'll get worked out. So I'll say them out loud, and then somebody around me is like, Coley, that's my so-and-so. Really? Okay, well, let's test this, because You should be testing. You can say, okay, Spirit, I've got to test you, because I've got to make sure that I give the right messages. I've got to make sure that what I'm portraying to be true is true. I can't sit here and fake this. This needs to be real, because we are playing with something very sacred. These are people's lives. These are people's emotions. And what's the one highest thing on anybody's radar? Their emotion. You know, I heard this one medium one day. She was like, so my kids call me a huge masochist because all I do is make people cry for a profession. I was like, no, I'm not going to make people cry. I'm going to make them happy. Every single person that I've read for cries. I'm going to have to get used to that, because it's not something I'm used to. But because I don't want to make people cry. I want to make them happy. I want to help people. I want to connect people with the ones that they love. I want people to understand and know that they're heard and loved, because that's the biggest thing, especially when you lose somebody. Those regrets. Well, did they know? Yeah, they know, but you need to hear it, and that's okay. That's why people are here doing what we all do. You know, we all have this gift. Some people don't want to use it, which is fine. I want to use mine. And if you're watching this, I'm sure you want to use yours too. So let's work together in developing our gifts. So let's go back to the fact that you've got to write. You have to write. I write horribly. I can't spell. If there's anybody that actually knows me, go ahead. Comment about how horrible my spelling is. My friends correct me all the time, and they think it's quite hilarious, and I don't think so. But write. Because what I've come to find out is I'm writing, and then I'm like, okay, I need to look for guidance. So I'll jump on a tarot pick a card. Everything that I wrote down is coming through as confirmation in these pick a cards. Why? Because I'm led to those specific cards for guidance. I'm starting to realize that answers are everywhere. They are everywhere, and guidance is everywhere. My guides are listening to me. My ancestors are listening to me. Angels, God, they're all listening. And they're saying, okay, here's this. I'm going to give you all these signs so that you can't deny it. So in all of this, I'm sitting here going, okay, well, when my wife makes enough money, I'm going to start to pursue this. I'm not going to quit my job. When my wife makes money, I'm going to pursue. I need to help put money into this household. So what's happened is we have a pandemic going on, and I don't want to give too much. No, you know what? It doesn't matter, because every one of us is going through it. Every one of us has felt it, and it sucks. Now, before I tell you what I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go ahead and explain to you that I'm extremely stubborn. Boy, am I stubborn. I don't do anything easily. In fact, I do everything very, very difficult. Like, you have to shove me off of a cliff. So this whole time I've been going, well, I'm going to pursue my spiritual gifts. I keep getting the messages and understanding that I'm going to somehow start a career in the spiritual world as a guider. Cool. Okay, but I have to take care of my house first. I have to make sure that our bills are paid, my wife's not stressed out. I can't quit my job. My job takes up a very big portion of my day-to-day activities. So much so that I'm usually exhausted. By the time I get home from work, I'll cook dinner if I have to. I'll spend time with the kids if I have to. So, and I was in a very secure job. Extremely secure. I was in management for a hotel. Hotels are never going out of fashion. My hotel closed. I lost my job. Can I go back to it? Yeah. But how crazy is that? I'm not saying this is all for me, but before any of this happened, I knew I was going to lose my job. I did. I was like, oh, well, what am I supposed to do when this happens? You're supposed to start working. Okay, what am I supposed to do? You're going to have to start building those bonds. Okay, with who? Here comes the people to build those bonds with. Okay. Okay, Spirit, I hear you. Again, I'm still going to have to be pushed. I'm still going to be the one that is like, listen, you've got to listen to me. Because I'm a doubter. I'm doubting. I don't doubt other people around me. I doubt myself immensely. One of the things that I'm having to work on is I've got to get a drink. Give me a moment. Got my glass of tea. But in this time, because I was still smoking, and I kept saying, well, I can't quit. I'm not going to be able to quit smoking until I leave this job, because this job makes me smoke. I lost my job, and I should be devastated over it. In all reality, I will get my job back once the hotel opens again. But this is kind of the way of letting me know that my family can survive while I build who I am. And that's good stuff. That makes me extremely happy, because I was so afraid that I was going to have to put on the back burner something that is really, really hard that I haven't given up on. And I'm one of those people that if I don't succeed the first or second time, I'm done with it. That's just my reality. I am. And this has been the hardest thing I've ever gone through, other than being a mom. That's stupid. But I'm sticking with it. I'm not giving up, even in those times that I feel so low and I'm not able to find the guidance that I want. I find the things that I need, but I've never found the things that I want. I keep going. I keep going and I keep fighting for it. And that's let me know that that's really what I'm supposed to do. Because I've never, and I do mean this honestly, I've never kept going for things. So one of the things that I've been writing down is I want help. I want to know that is my destiny in mediumship and spiritual work and helping others. Is this my path? Can this be my career path? I want to devote myself to the healing work I can provide. Of course, I need to take care of my family and financials as well. I do feel divinely guided. I feel this is the correct direction. I usually date these things. I didn't date this one. This was in February, late February. What is it that I'm clinging to? I let go of all I no longer need. I love being debt-free, although I am not. Can I lose my gift to help others if I don't go through the doors that are opened? quite possible. So one of my March predictions, my relationships are going to be healthy. I need to pay attention to my diet. Time to leave unhealthy situations. Be gentle with myself. That's been a big one. I just realized something, and I swear to you. So these are my March predictions. I did them February 27th, right here. Book, The Alchemist. I don't remember writing these, okay? I usually don't remember writing my predictions. It's April now. It's April 9th, maybe? We just had the supermoon? I don't know. I don't know what day it is. I think it's Thursday. But, so I downloaded the Autobook app or whatever, the Libby whatever, because I can't read very well. I have a lot of difficulty because my mind does not allow me to focus on details. That's why these videos are going to be so all over the place until I get myself organized. Bear with me. It'll be great, I promise. I promise. And if you're watching this now and it's been years since I've made it, welcome to the chaos of what it once was. But anyways, the first book I downloaded, The Alchemist. I'm only in the first chapter, but again, I don't remember reading these. I don't remember writing this. So that's really crazy. And I have no idea why I'm so called to pull up my book and read things out of it to you. I just am. So it's what I'm doing. And talking about leaving unhealthy situations, you know, as much as I loved my job, and I really did. I was good at it. It was unhealthy for my spirit, for my mind. And I tell myself to have confidence in who I am. I don't have much confidence. I'm working on that. I think that's going to be the overall general for the next couple videos that we get through is I'm working on that. I'm working on that. That's okay. You are too. If you're watching this, you're obviously working on something. Or if you're watching this and you're like, I need to tell her to do this, please tell me. Please give me guidance because I'm here to listen as well as learn. So that's my message to you is I need you guys to start writing. Write all the time. Keep a notebook with you. Find the pen. Like the pen. This isn't the pen. My daughter stole the pen. I know she did, and I'm going to kick her butt for it. But find your pen. The pen that just feels so good in your hand, and just write. And don't sit here and make this like a holy grail or sacred book. You can rip pages out of it if you need to. You can scribble in it. Fill it up. That's one thing that people don't do. They like buying all these fun little books. They don't fill it up. Like, look, this is, oh, I swore that picture was on. So I've had this book forever. And that's what used to be on the cover of it. Marilyn Monroe, because she's such a cutie. She's a hottie. Hottie toddy. Anyways, well, I kept writing on the front of it. So now I've got chalkboard paint on it. Because I'm going to write some more on it. But this way, now I can erase it. Anyways, I've got another book that once I'm done filling this book, that my beautiful wife is going to put Anubis, no, I want Anubis on the back, and I want input on the front, because I do like input. I do think she's my favorite. That's another video. That's good stuff. Yeah. We'll get into gods and goddesses and what they mean to me. And hopefully through that you can figure out some things for you. So I am getting into this whole new world. Again, This is my Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Jody Bergsma. Yeah, you're more than welcome to correct me. I'm okay with that, because I get things wrong all the time. But, I mean, I picked it because of her. Look at her. She's pretty incredible. I like her a lot. I like her decks a lot. Her deck. No, she's got one more. I don't know. Wow. I'm just going to put that one right there. That was weird. So, Spirit Animal deck. I'm not a tarot card reader. In fact, I'm awful at reading. That's why I have a reader. And she's pretty awesome. She's pretty awesome. But one thing I am good at is Oracle guidance. So I have the need to pull 3, and these are 3 separate, for 3 separate individuals. I have no idea why. That's probably the amount of people that's going to end up watching this video. Okay, so, and you're going to know exactly which card is yours. Okay? So a lot of what happens with me is what I call the knowing. I literally have no idea.